2-second description about where you are in your job pursuits and what you'd like to do. And then follow up with people after the parties, and say, can I reach out to you? I carry actually a virtual business card on my smartphone so I can share my contact with them and then follow up with them after the holiday season using LinkedIn or some other social media.
And something you may not associate with the holiday party, but you say that we should be taking notes.
I do believe in taking notes because you want to be able to remember people, and you know what? Take a photo and then you'll be able to remember the person visually and you get their name. But this way you can take some notes on what you talked about, some of the things that they talked about, and then be able to follow up with them.
And I love this because you say there are plenty of opportunities around the holiday season where you could kind of start this networking plan. And one of them you say, and you mentioned it earlier, football games. Everyone's watching football this time of year. How can we use that to help us network?
Absolutely, because you get to know people in a different social way. So if you're invited over to people's homes for football games on Sunday and Monday nights, my goodness, bring a potluck with you. And just chat with people on the commercial breaks. I think it's a great opportunity. People are in a festive mood and you have something in common. You're talking about sports, and then that leads into other discussions.
And how about Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving's another great time, you say.
I love Thanksgiving because actually, people bring other people to Thanksgiving dinners, and there's always an awkward moment when someone's new at the table. Well, a great way to start a conversation is ask them where they're from, where do they live, where do they work. And then naturally you can progress into common interests and other things. And you might find out that that person works at a place where you want a job.
People are going to be traveling this time of year, and you say that could be another opportunity to begin your networking plan.
Yes, I find that people are exceptionally social on the airlines during the holiday season. It just, a lot of people wearing red sweaters, a lot of people wearing Santa hats, very excited about, meeting people and getting out. It's festive, and they start chatting. And it's a great place, actually, to meet people, especially if you're a frequent flyer for business. You'll be able to meet other business people at the same time who might be in a very good mind.
Another opportunity coming up just a little bit later this week, Black Friday. This can be another chance for you.
It is. I'll tell you a story. Last year, Black Friday, I happened to be in Los Angeles. I happened to be waiting in a very long retail line. A woman turned around to me and said, are you local? And I said, no, I'm from up north, which is Silicon Valley in California. She turned around, she handed me a card, and she said, I am a technology recruiter. Do you or anyone you know need a job? And I was just shocked. So I said, if it could happen to me in Los Angeles, it could happen to anyone at any point.
So those long lines can end up being beneficial on Black Friday. I like that. After the big Thanksgiving meal, many people probably heading back to the gym. Another chance to meet a future coworker potentially.
Yes, because again, you're finding people. Remember, people hire people. You have things in common. You're working out together. You're talking about work. Eventually, right? Are you off from work? Do you have a holiday party at work? And then again, you have your elevator pitch saying, well, I'm in a transition, but I'm looking for a job in this area. And then you just leave it there and ask, you can share your contacts and follow up afterwards and find out if there's, ask them advice. Ask them, do you know of any opportunities that might be coming on the horizon in January?
And we talked about how holiday parties, you say school parties, and also a lot of people will be headed to church or their place of worship. That's another chance.
Yes, volunteering, whatever religion you practice, there's always going to be opportunities for people to get together for breakfasts, brunches, events, Santa Claus events, you name it, there's always going to be activities, and people just are in that spirit of networking and connecting with each other.
Okay, we're almost out of time here, but what are maybe your top 3 do's for taking advantage of networking this time of year?
So number 1 is go out. Right, don't sit home. Don't get the holiday blues. This is the best time of year to meet people. They're in great spirits. Number 2, assess all the possibilities. If you haven't been to your homeowners meeting recently, if you skipped out on a family Thanksgiving or a holiday party last year, maybe this is the year. And also go out and just, reconnect with people you haven't seen. Maybe this is the year that you want to send out some holiday cards and reconnect with old business associates, whether it's, in the mail or in LinkedIn or some other social media.
Real quick, the top 3 don'ts, what we shouldn't be doing this time of year.
Well, if you're going to a lot of holiday parties, there's going to be alcohol, most likely, and a lot of so don't get drunk. Number two is I avoid the tough topics such as religion, sex, and politics at parties. Keep it at sports. Keep it with the weather, something neutral. And number three is, don't overtalk the people that you're meeting. Listen. Remember that word silent. Listen to people. They'll remember you in a positive way. You can always follow up with them. Just get their email, use your smartphone, get a photo with them, get their text number, and follow up with them at another time after the holiday season.
Dr. Tracy Wilen, thank you so much. Great information.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.